Hey yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome to another episode of WWE Hidden Features. This is episode number 3 in this series, and today we're gonna be talking another 3 hidden features that are included in WWE 2K17 that you guys might not know about. Like I said, this is episode number 3, so if you missed 2 and 1, then what the hell is wrong with you? In episode number 1 I covered 10 hidden features, and in episode number 2 I started covering 3, so that is 13 hidden features that I already discussed. Go check it out. That is 13, right? 10 plus 3, yeah. Yes, 13. My calculator is awesome. Let's go. Wait. Before anything, make sure that you guys drop a like for this 3rd episode. Let's try to hit 75 likes. And remember, if you know any hidden features that I haven't covered yet, make sure that you guys suggest it down in the comments below. But anyways, let's get it on with a pretty simple one, but a deadly one, because sometimes the visual is what actually makes it deadly. So when you're setting up the announce table, or actually when the computer is trying to set up the announce table and they taking off the top cover and the monitors, you can actually interfere and stop the process midway through. So you could basically leave the announce table with the monitors set up already. So by the time that you're doing your special or your oh my god moment in the announce table, it's gonna look a little bit more deadly, because ultimately you're gonna be landing your opponent, or the opponent is gonna be landing you on top of the announce table that has the monitor set up already. That gotta hurt. Again, just something simple but visually deadly.
You know, Dean Ambrose looks a little unhinged, and I won't argue that. You can't do this! Out of the way, Michael! King, our announcer.
And number 2 for this hidden feature episode, we got another hidden manager attire and also trio entrance for Enzo Amore, Big Cass, and Carmella. So as we know from episode 1, Ric Flair actually has a hidden manager attire, and so does Carmella. When you pick her, she got the manager attire with the how you doing. Now when you pick her for the entrance, yes of course they do the trio entrance. But talking about tag teams, the patch actually added a couple of new names to the tag teams. So when you go to tag teams and you put team name announce, 2 of the most noticeable ones that were added when the patch 1.02 came out, which was last week, was the fact that they added the Mega Maniacs and the Mega Powers. So of course, if you want to create that tag team, you're able to do it. Interesting enough, they also deleted similar ones such as the Meta Powers. Another hint that we might get Hulk Hogan in WWE. Not in the game this year, but he might actually come back to WWE television, and maybe next year we'll get him. And at number 1, we got 2 features actually. I'm gonna give you an extra one because I was doing a hidden feature that you guys suggested to me, and on the process I actually found another one very similar to that one, or at least in the same place. But anyways, as you guys can see, when you're running towards your opponent that is either next to it or a little bit close to the production crate, or I should say to a WWE production crate in the backstage area, you have the action to press X, basically the attack button, X on the Xbox, square on the PlayStation. So when you run towards the opponent, and again the opponent is close to the crate, you press X and you will jump on the crate and then jump towards your opponent and attack them, either by standing elbow drop or just charging with a punch, which is pretty cool. There's different versions of it, but a lot of the superstars just repeat the same one, which is basically just jumping down, throwing a punch. And while I was doing this, I found another feature, and that is basically that if you throw the opponent to the WWE crate and then he's just there resting, if you press the grapple button, 8 on Xbox and X on PlayStation, you will bounce his head on the crate and he will move on to the next crate. You do the same thing, he'll move on to the next one. You do the same thing on the next one, he'll move on to the next one. Ultimately, this is basically like an easy way to get him all the way to the back of the backstage hall. It is such a nice feature because you kind of feel like you're in control, just taking him from one to the next. Definitely like the fact that they added that. But anyways guys, that is what I have for you guys for this 3rd episode of WWE 2K17 hidden features. I'm gonna suggest episode number 1 and episode number 2, so you guys could definitely go watch it. If you guys haven't yet, make sure that you also subscribe to my channel for much more episode coming up. Again, make sure that you guys hit that like button. Let's go for 75. And you guys already know we on the road to 4,000 subscribers. Much to y'all. Dig it, drink it in, man.